If my dear friend Bol Gai Deng, a president of the government of South Sudan in exile, if he is in the room, could you come introduce yourself and just give a brief remarks before we go to our break? This is a remarkable gentleman who suffered enormously under the civil war there in Sudan, has been a heroic leader in behalf of the people of South Sudan. So take a couple minutes, sir, and give us your remarks.
I have a PowerPoint. I was the president. The PowerPoint was attached to president.
I don't know anything about PowerPoint.
Lucas, who's Lucas?
PowerPoint?
Yeah, Lucas. Yeah, Lucas. Yeah. I think Lucas is on now.
You know how to use it?
Yeah, you just try to turn it on.
Okay.
Lucas. Did you see Lucas? Lucas. Lucas. Can you do it?
Give your remarks.
It doesn't work at all? Hey, can you do it?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just give us some brief remarks.
Okay. Thank you. I just was trying to show the PowerPoint, but I'm sorry, he doesn't. Somebody's supposed to help me with Donna. Actually, my name is Bol Gai Deng from South Sudan, the president of government of South Sudan in exile. Actually, a situation that been going on for too long. I just want to thank the congressman, Rob Passenger, and the committee and the organizers for inviting me to be a part of this. I am not only just representing South Sudan here, I'm also the voice of the African people and African continent, representing the most suffering people in the continent. South Sudan is a country that has been at war for almost since 2013, and the country was also been at war beyond that in 1983, South Sudan had been at war between the Muslim North and the Christian South that killed about 2.5 million people. We got independent in 2011 by the support of the United States of America, where South Sudan bought out from the Sudan to become the Christian nation. Most of the South Sudanese African, 98% are Christian, African indigenous. But unfortunately, South Sudan went through another war that created by the president and his vice president, Salva Kiir Mayardit, war that killed almost 500,000 people. And now we have about 7.8 million people are starving in South Sudan, really looking for humanitarian aid, and there's no way that we can actually afford in South Sudan. We almost have 5.8 million refugees across the East Africa, Uganda and Kenya, Tanzania, and also the Ethiopia, including DRC. I'm here today to ask to make sure that people in this chamber will support the people of South Sudan to call the appointed president Salva Kiir, who never been elected. He's been for 17 years as a president. He was appointed, he was not elected. For people of South Sudan to have free and fair election. We ask you here, and I know that most of you have been in South Sudan, have seen the South Sudan crisis. And what we ask from you now is to make sure the United States, international community, and the African Union must demand free and fair election in South Sudan, so we can end the human suffering in South Sudan. And I will conclude this with you. As Martin Luther King said, that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Injustice in South Sudan is injustice in Africa, is injustice in the United States. As you know, the 9/11 that occurred in 2001, it was organized in Sudan by Osama bin Laden that attacked, and American lost more than 3,000 American citizens lost life at that day. But they did not understand that the Al-Qaeda organized the terrorist organization in Sudan that actually destroyed America in 2011. So what I want to say is this, that a threat that is facing South Sudan today, it could be a threat to the United States, it could be a threat to the Canada, and also indeed, it will be a threat to our world. So we are here to address the issues that are affecting our world, and South Sudan is a member of also a world community, and I'm here today to thank you, Congressman, and the rest of you for being a part of this, and thank you so much. May God bless you.